and a passion for celebrating the students who've made it to this point in their college career. So thank you all. Now, it's truly an honor to welcome you to our 8th Latinx graduation ceremony, which we do celebrate semi-annually. And we're grateful for the opportunity to honor our Hispanic and Latinx students here at SAUD. And with that, I want to have us give a big warm welcome to our graduates who will be joining us now to the back. Graduates. There is someone ready. Graduates. I thought we were perfectly set up. Apologies to you. They were literally right on the corner when I came in. Well, we'll get ready to welcome them in. There they are. All right, one last time. Welcome back. Excellent. Thank you for joining us. Smiling faces again. Momentarily ago. Excellent, thank you. So welcome to all of you. We're excited that you're here. And I want to say hello to all of you to let you know that we're honored, very honored, that you've chosen to celebrate your accomplishments with us here today. We know lots of things could have impeded this process. The pandemic, things, who knows, that were beyond your control that have you handled and you've made it here. We know that your college experience can be completely unpredictable, but you have endured and you have reached a very pivotal moment. You've persisted to graduation, and we want to be sure that you're recognized for that dedication. You'll be celebrated here for your outstanding accomplishment. And so to formally start our program today, I do want to direct you to our program booklet. You'll notice that there has been a QR code placed around you that has a lot of the messages of thank yous as well as your lovely pictures that you shared with us. So please be looking for that. The QR code is outside, and we also put it together for this handout that you have with you today. And also, we want to let you know too that we are streaming this via YouTube for all those who couldn't join us in person today. And also, if you have loved ones or mentors or those you'd like to share it with later, you're welcome to go to our YouTube page later. So I do want to say that as you think about who got you here today, I also want to acknowledge some of our senior leadership who come oftentimes to our programs and who are here to celebrate you. So some of the people include our president of the SAU system, President Dan Mahoney, our chancellor, who you all met recently. But that was a good time, right? Dr. And several of our vice chancellors who are here, actually. I saw Dr. Rapel here, I see Dr. Cobb, Dr. Harris, and those are several other people who have supported us. And I know there's some deans in the room too who did this and are regularly supportive of you. And I know some who I saw in Zoom as well. So I do want to add a few quick additional notes about our celebration. We have had some people ask about this event and some other things that we do. Why is this program including Latinx with the X versus any number of pronouns? So we chose Latinx because it's considered a gender inclusive alternative to Latino and Latina. Used by scholars, activists, and an increasing number of college campuses, Latinx is quickly gaining common use among the general public. It aims to move beyond gender binaries and is inclusive of the intersecting identities of Latin American descent. In addition to men and women from all racial backgrounds, Latinx also makes room for people who are trans, queer, non-binary, gender non-conforming, or gender fluid. This is not to say there are people who identify as Hispanic as well, or Latino or Latina. However, to be as inclusive as possible, we opted for Latinx for the publications. Also, while this term is used, it's also contested because it's also a term that some people think is not inclusive because of language and other pieces of that. So we always try to include all of the identities so we can be recognizing how people choose to identify. So while we recognize it's complicated, we also want to make sure that we are inclusive as possible. So I wanted to share that with you today. So additionally, I want to take a moment to provide just a little more context about the ceremony itself. The first known ceremony of this kind took place in 1969 at San Jose State University. The previous year's university commencement had a protest by the Hispanic community to bring attention to the underrepresentation of Hispanic students and others in all of higher education, and the apparent lack of concern for colleges, universities, and by the government. The following year after the protest, about 25 graduating students at San Jose State University announced that they would hold a separate ceremony, which they labeled Chicano Commencement, to bring attention to what they saw as a continued lack of commitment by universities to meet the educational needs of the growing Chicano communities. In the years to follow, students at many colleges and universities across the country began to hold similar types of events. And in May 2018, we added SIUE to the list. So we're thrilled that you are able to be here as we host this celebration and others like this, for our students to be recognized and celebrated for the achievements of not only the students, but also their families and friends and mentors who support them on this journey. So without further ado, let's begin our true celebration with our keynote remarks from our very own Dr. Olga Beznova. Yes, Dr. Beznova is a friend of the Hub and is here to share an uplifting and inspiring message for our graduation class of spring 2020. She's a member of our foreign language and literature department here and has consistently been an advocate for our students. So thank you for being with us now, and I pass the floor to you. Thank you.
Buenas tardes, queridos amigos. Good afternoon, dear friends. It is a great pleasure to be here with you on this wonderful occasion that marks a major achievement in your lives. These have been complicated 2 years for everybody, but especially for soon-to-be college graduates such as yourselves, who are today beginning a crucial new chapter in your lives. You're graduating into a world that is a lot more challenging than anything experienced by our graduates for many years before this moment. You have faced difficulties and hardships that several generations of students before you couldn't even imagine. But there is actually a great positive in what you have gone through. Now and for the rest of your lives, no matter what else happens, you can hold on to this knowledge. And this is what you can always tell yourselves. I have faced these challenges and I have overcome them. You have demonstrated incredible resilience and courage, and the degree that you have earned is evidence of that. As Latino students, you have inherited the amazing legacy of La Gran Civilización Hispana, the great Hispanic civilization. You come from a culture that values hard work and fosters the philosophy of si se puede, yes, we can. And after everything that you have faced in these 2 confusing, difficult, and often frustrating years, you can rest assured that absolutely you can. There is no challenge that you cannot overcome and no difficulty that you cannot conquer. As you leave SIUE to continue on the journey that is your life, please remember that here at your home away from home, we continue working hard to increase the value of your diploma with every passing year. 10, 15, 20 years from now, we will still be here working for you and keeping our Cougar spirit strong and vibrant. With every research breakthrough, every public appearance, every positive item of news coverage of our university, we make sure that a degree from SIUE is worth more every year. No matter where you find yourselves in your lives, we're always really happy to hear from you and to find out what you have been doing. Please don't forget to connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, other social media, and to stay in touch through our wonderful alumni association. There is truly nothing that makes a professor happier than to hear from former students. We treasure those connections, and we want you to know that for us, you will forever be part of our big SIUE family. The professors and the staff at SIUE are deeply grateful for the privilege of knowing you teaching you, and playing a role in helping you become the wonderful human beings that you are, with a wide range of interests, opinions, and contributions that you have already made and will continue making to the world throughout your lives. Over the year, we have seen our Hispanic community at the SAUE grow, and we're incredibly excited about the work we're doing to become a hospitable, welcoming place for Hispanic students and their families. A lot remains to be done, and we hope that you will keep reaching out to us to let us know what we can do better and how we can give back to the communities that have sent you, their children, to us. I want to thank sus padres, abuelos, hermanos, hermanas, y toda la familia, your parents, grandparents, siblings, and all of the family members for trusting us with your education and for everything they have done to support you in your studies. Se lo agradecemos muchísimo. Congratulations on your great achievement. Stay curious, stay wonderful, stay safe, and adelante con el resto de sus vidas. Welcome to the rest of your lives.
Again, so much for joining us and for sharing your thoughts with today. Again, I'm honored to have collaborated with you and so happy to have the opportunity to know you during my time here. So thank you. And now we're excited actually to recognize each graduate individually. Momentarily, we will ask our graduates to stand and proceed to the podium at the side of the stage. Well, my podium at the side of the stage. And then we will ask you to proceed to this part, at which point you will get your swape stool. And then we actually ask that you take a quick moment to pose however you would like for our campus photographer who's here to take all sorts of beautiful pictures. And if you don't want a picture, you can let them know that too. It's optional. So just let them know. If you want to glam it up, we're all supportive of that. And then guests, as we read the names of the graduates and they cross the stage, we'll also be sharing a PowerPoint with each graduate's names for those who are joining us via Zoom. Also, it's another chance to see that picture that you gave us. So those in the Zoom, though, we do ask that you remain muted at this time until all the graduates' names have been shared, because we don't want all that kind of sound and confusion coming through here in this space. And then also, once the names of all the graduates are shared, we will ask everyone at that moment to do one large celebration as well. But you're also welcome to celebrate your individual graduates as they cross the stage. So for this moment, I would like to say that graduates, as your name is called, please know that we honor and we celebrate you. You'll be receiving your stole as you cross the stage. Those who could not join us, again, please let us know and we'll get those cords to you as well. And afterwards, we also have a recognition certificate, which we'll ask that you pick up afterwards as you head to our reception. And with that, we hope that you'll wear these proudly on your graduation commencement days and that you are excited to be a part of that moment in your life. And so we begin now recognizing our students. So at this time, I would ask our graduates to stand and proceed to the side of the stage, please. Very exciting. Yep. I have Brianna, Kareny, Abrego, receiving a Bachelor of Science, the major in nursing. Alia Dominguez Ortiz, Bachelor of Science, major nursing. Fernando Enriquez, receiving a Bachelor of Science with a major in Industrial Engineering and a minor in Mathematical Studies. Ryan Gomez, receiving a Bachelor of Science, major in Public Health. That's right. That's what I want to hear. Yes. Felina Herrera, receiving a Bachelor of Science, majoring in Elementary Education. I have Ana Rosas, Bachelor of Science, majoring in Industrial Engineering. I thought so. Okay, good. Sebastian Sanchez, receiving a major foreign languages and literature with a concentration of Spanish, and also a Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, majoring in accountancy. Woo! Double! Okay, thank you. I have Cristina Sánchez Amasifuen, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts, majoring in anthropology with a minor in psychology. I have Analis Sandoval, receiving a Bachelor of Science, majoring in speech language pathology and audiology with a minor in psychology. Oh. Ingrid Amalia Suaza Moreno, yes. Bachelor of Arts, majoring in criminal justice studies with a minor in Spanish. Yes. I have Anahi Villegas Ortiz. Is it Villegas or Villegas? Am I correct? Villegas. Okay, thank you. Ortiz, Bachelor of Science, major in business administration, and marketing, and a minor in Spanish. Congratulations. I have Danielle Denise Zuniga with a Bachelor of Social Work, majoring in social work, minoring in sociology. All right, I have Antonia Magallon, Master of Public Administration with a major in public administration. All right, I have Jennifer Gaitán, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts, Spanish, Foreign Language and Literature with a minor in Business Administration. All right, one big round of applause for everyone. Yes, and so at this point, all those in Zoom, we hope that you've been also joining along and sharing and clapping as much as you can as well. So again, thank you all for your past participation. So with that, graduates, as you go out into the world and make your mark, also remember that you are a proud SAUE Cougar and that you have left a legacy here on this campus and in the hearts of those you've encountered while a student here. And to remind you a little bit about how you are always a Cougar, we have Eileen Martindale, class of 08, who's the immediate past president of the SIUE Alumni Association, who's here to share some thoughts with you. Eileen?
Good afternoon. I took 12 years of Spanish, and now I feel like I knew something's sticking with me today. So thank you for joining us this afternoon. It is a pleasure to be back on campus with you all, and I appreciate all the families who have come out to support their graduates. My name is Eileen Martindale, and I serve as the immediate past president of the SIUE Alumni Association, and I am so honored and excited to be celebrating you today. First off, congratulations on earning your degree from SIUE. You should be very proud of your accomplishments. I commend each and every one of you and your commitment to education. College is a special time of your life, as you know. The friends that you have made in college will often be the ones that you find at your side well into adulthood. The professors whose classes you sat in will become the voices in your head during some of life's most unexpected moments. I know that is true for myself. The halls you walked in on the campus that was your home away from home will be part of you forever, a heartwarming nod to getting your start here at SIUE. And that is exactly what graduation is. It's your start. It is all too easy to think of graduation at the end of your time at SIUE, but it is also the beginning of the rest of your life. The closing of this stage means the opening of the next as you join the SIUE Alumni Association. The moment you hear your name called at commencement, you become an official member with no membership dues required and full access to all the perks and the benefits and the resources available to you. We are always here for you. As students, you have endured so much change over the last several years, and you all know that. You have overcome a global pandemic, and that means that you are equipped to rise to whatever challenges that you will face in the future, and you will. You are strong, you are resilient, and you are adaptable. These qualities will take you far in your personal and professional endeavors, even in a world that is filled with unknowns. As a soon-to-be graduate and an alumni of the SIUE school, you will have all of the tools you need to be successful wherever your path leads you. But I will offer you some pieces of advice before you go. Be open. Welcome new people, new learning opportunities, and different ways of doing things, for that is how we grow. Be compassionate. Let compassion be your gift to an ever-changing world in need of acceptance and kindness. And that's something that I tell my kids all the time. So please be compassionate and be kind, but also be brave. Your generation will be the one to carry us into the future, to advance not only yourself, but also to advance our university forward. So do not be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. So thank you for choosing to pursue your educational endeavors at SIUE. We are lucky to have you as members of our alumni community. One last shameless plug before I sign off. We hope to see you next week at the Always a Cougar graduation celebration on Thursday, May 5th, to officially toast to your success as you enter the next chapter as an SIUE graduate. From all of us at the SIUE Alumni Association, congratulations and welcome to the SIUE family. Congratulations.
And also in this moment, I do want to say a quick special thank you also to the planning team for this semester's Latinx graduation celebration. Thank you to all the work that you've put in to make this celebration possible. Also, additionally, as we mentioned earlier, graduates were able to send messages of thanks to faculty, staff, mentors, friends, and family who've been instrumental in their successes at SIUE. We know that it often takes the love and care of all those around each student to encourage them to complete the degree and make it to graduation. So the messages you graduates shared to those who are members of your care team are included in, we mentioned the QR code booklet mentioned earlier. But however, in this moment, we also want you all to have the chance to honor those people who are here today who have supported you to this moment. So if you want to take a moment and we can all celebrate your care teams who have made it possible for you to get here in this moment. So a round of applause for family, friends, mentors. Thank you all. At this time, we'll have some closing remarks from SIUE Vice Chancellor for Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, Dr. Jessica Harris, who recently became our Vice Chancellor only about a year ago, but is very excited to be here. And I'd like to welcome Dr. Harris to the stage.
Thank you, and congratulations to all of you. First of all, I want to thank all of the speakers today who offered words of affirmation to our graduates. I'm sure the graduates enjoyed hearing what you had to say, and I know that I certainly did as well. As mentioned during the opening remarks, the first graduation celebration held specifically for Hispanic and Latinx students occurred some 50 years ago at San Jose State University. It included Hispanic students advocating for themselves in similar ways that you've done on our campus in order to get to this very moment. It was you that they were advocating for, and I'm immensely grateful for your advocacy on our campus that will continue to benefit future students. As you celebrate today amongst your friends and family, I hope you feel inspired and honored by being part of this long-held tradition and for paving the way for future generations to come. I can say that I'm truly honored to stand with you and them in recognizing your achievements as Latinx and Hispanic scholars. Along the way, you have demonstrated resilience, determination, courage, and commitment to learning. In doing so, you have made SIUE and our local community a better place. So thank you for bringing your academic talents, kindness, joy, and energy to our university. You will not be forgotten. Now I want to take a few moments to encourage you to go and bring these same gifts to the world beyond SIUE. Coupled with all the amazing things you've learned during your tenure at SIUE, I challenge you to leave your communities a better place than you found them, just as you have done on this campus. We are extremely proud of you, and we're excited to see what you will bring to the world as you go out and continue to fulfill your purpose as global leaders. When you're met with future obstacles, I hope you remember your time at SIUE. I hope it reminds you of the scholars that you are and have always been. And as I prepare to take my seat, I ask that as you leave this university to lead lives of purpose and mission, that you will remember these words offered by Academy Award nominated actor Selma Hayek. What is important is to believe in something so strongly that you're never discouraged. Thank you for being here. Thank you, graduates, for your accomplishments, and thank you, guests who have supported our students. Everyone, please join me in one final round of applause as we celebrate our new graduates of the class of 2022.
Dr. Harris, for those remarks, and thank you one more time to everyone who's here today. I do want to say it's a pleasure to see all of your faces and see the excitement of getting your stoles today. And again, thank you again for all you've done for this.
Mamá ya probé, me dijo.
Now, as you head into your
Y
break,
le dije, bueno, ¿y qué pasaba si no probabas? Tenías que probar otra vez los
we have
10,000.
all set up for you. So,
Ya ha sido grave.
I-
En cambio, sus compañeras no vieron ese ensayo, ¿verdad? Porque ellas
a little open space between this space and the one next to us. You can go out there, you can go out and hang out. We ask that you hang out as long as you want. We also have our campus photographer who will be here. So if you want pictures with your family, loved ones, mentors, and if you're interested in those, we can make sure you get those later as well. So you want to make sure that you have all that opportunity because he's a really good photographer. So he has a good chance. And so with that, also, I would ask graduates, if you wouldn't mind stopping at the table that you checked in at, and you can get your certificates that have your name on them as well as an additional celebration token for us. And with that, one final, real loud, real great. Congratulations to the graduates. Yes. I bring us to a close. Graduates, if you'd like to head out first, as you are being the ones celebrated, and if we can have our families, friends, and guests follow them next door.